Hi, Empress Justice here, and welcome to the late June reading for Virgo. This is for Uttara Palguni, Hasta and Chitra. If there are any Western Virgos in the house, feel free to come in. You want your Sun, Moon and Lagna. All right, now let's get to it. First off, we have the Ace of Spring, we have the Queen of Spring, and we have Ruby. Two things. Wands and the color red. Are we a little bit hot-blooded, Virgo? Are we raring to go? Is there some root chakra stuff going on? I feel like there's a little bit of trouble with the body. Not much trouble, but a little bit of trouble with the body that you're navigating. I feel like maybe keep an eye on it. Some of you need to keep an eye on it. I don't think it's anything serious for now, but make sure you stay on top of it. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you're warm by any means necessary. Warmth and hydration are absolutely key. And make sure you replace those electrolytes, all right? Now, that's just for starters. The second thing is that there's bare wands in your reading. Bare wands, meaning there's something to do with your vocation, your life in general, your soul, the state of your soul. Things are looking good internally. Externally, there's a few things like your health that you need to take care of, but externally, there's your health to take care of, there's your physical body to consider, but internally, it seems like your soul is doing rather well, okay? And it might lead to really positive developments in your career and vocation and in your life in general, right? So with the Ace of Spring, what we've got here is it's time to take action. Wait a minute, isn't this, hold on. Wasn't this Leo as well? Okay, now that's interesting. Okay, so the summer signs having a bit of a moment here. Summer and autumn signs are having a bit of a moment here. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. This is the thing. Where Leo is concerned, the opportunities come from within. With you, they come from without. Opportunities come to you. With Leo, it's more of a one good turn deserves another type of thing. With you, something comes to you. Somebody comes to you, right? With something that you would do very well to take up. It's small. It's not a big thing. It's not a big opportunity you're given, but it's one of those things where a small opportunity leads to a massive one. It's one of those ones, right? So that's what's in store for a lot of Virgos right now that I'm reading for. And then the second one is this. Queen of Spring, which I already love. I love this already. It says, brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. Yeah, so... I like this card. I feel like this card is more about other people. I feel like the way this works, Virgo, is that you're going to align more with people who like what you like, right? People having common interests. So I feel like what will happen is that you'll meet people who have common interests to yours, and the opportunities will arrive from that. I feel like you need to follow your instinct on this one. You need to follow your intuition. It's one of those things where, like, you'll get a small little voice saying, go to this place, and then you'll go to that place, and then you'll go to another place, and then that other place leads to an opportunity. That type of thing is going to happen again. And I think it has something to do with your overall life. It could do with your vocation. It could have something to do with your vocation and career. But your overall life is where the opportunity is at. But with this card right here, bless your heart, it says, reach out for emotional and spiritual support to help to heal and mend your heart. I feel like you're just moving forward and you're not really considering your emotional feelings. you have the right idea in wanting to take responsibility for your life and, you know, not wanting to sit around and ruminate about things. But it's one thing to ruminate and it's another thing to feel. You need to give yourself the space to feel things, because you are going to be very busy. You are going to be doing a lot of things you enjoy. But just because you're doing things you enjoy, it doesn't mean you don't get tired. It doesn't mean you don't feel fatigued sometimes. It doesn't mean you won't get bored. You need to accept that with these wonderful things that you're doing, that you love to do, that you're getting opportunities in, you're not always going to feel the same way about it day in and day out. That's the nature of love. Love is not just a feeling, it's an action. It's not just pleasure, it's discipline. So accepting that, yes, I love doing this thing, I don't always want to do it. Accepting that rather than taking a hard and fast approach with everything, that's going to be the key towards you balancing your life, right? So let's see from your notes what we've got. First off, the 9th house is where the new moon and the sun in Margashusha ended up. Now, your 9th house is to do with your long-term fortune. It's to do with traveling far away from your usual environment, which is something that you're advised to do, but that you're encouraged to do. And also, you're encouraged to learn as much as possible, especially from your life experiences. Like, life experiences are where you should learn new things. And also, it's to do with having as many diverse people in your life as possible. Yeah, so that's your 9th house. Like, being as diverse with your experiences and the people that you hang around as possible, and cultivating your long-term fortune. Right, and luckily for you, the way you are allowed to do it is through relative comfort, through sumptuousness, through being in nature, through calm, through rest, you know, being rested or restful, right? Like going to places that are like way relaxed, way more relaxed than the places that you usually go to. Do you understand what I mean? So yeah, let's get to your notes. We've got a new beginning in a new place, leadership qualities, activism. Okay, so those are some of the notes here. And then for other notes, we've got being a natural, winning with ease, winning at something new, and successful event. Okay. And for the most important notes, we've got entrepreneurial idea, singer, speaker. Yeah. Okay, so we've got business stuff coming up for you. Those might be what the opportunities are. I do see entertainment of some sort. I do see, like, again, I see you doing things that you really love to do and uniting with people on things that you really love to do. But it's like you take this a step further and you develop some kind of, I don't know, like you develop new projects or new ideas from it. Your lifestyle changes, all that type of stuff, right? So that's what's going on there. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. So we have got the 8 of Pentacles here. I did talk about the 9th house. Something to do with learning. You might take up a course. And if you're not taking up a course, it might be that you just meet the right people and you just end up doing something new. Right? It might just be that. Do you understand what I mean? So let's see. King of Wands. This is more about the bigger picture. I kind of see this as like the masculine equivalent to the Queen of Pentacles. Like, there are certain rules within society that would kind of bind in everyone else, but for you it actually works because it's like, yeah, you get to have fun while you're doing it. So I feel like, yeah, that's what's happening with you. But also you will meet people who are more like above you in terms of like, no, I don't feel like it's more above you actually. I feel like it's weird because it's like this person does the same thing as the Queen of Wands, but it's like in a different way. It's like they do it because it's society's rules rather than doing it from their own pleasure. but they can get pleasure from it. Do you understand what I mean? That's the type of thing this dude or this person with masculine energy does. They do something that society wants, but that they enjoy as well. And I feel like this person is a very sort of like fun, happy-go-lucky, but they're very strong. They're not like, they're not a weak person. They're not like bitch made, right? I shouldn't say bitch made because females are strong, high key. But I feel like this person is strong as well as fun loving. So there's a sort of grounding to this person that you can learn from. Do you understand what I mean? And I also feel like there's a bigger picture thing going on here. There's a bigger picture, a wider picture to your life that you're looking at. Again, that's very ninth house stuff, right? So, sorry, I don't know what's going on outside, but then I'm a targeted individual. I go through this all the time, unfortunately. So let's proceed. We've got the Devil card, right? So, yeah, they're still going. They know I'm filming. So there's the Devil card. Speaking of devils, who got the Devil card? I feel like they came right on time, actually. They came right on time, Virgo. Because that's the type of energy that I'm talking about. Sometimes the higher your light shines is the more resistant energy comes to your doorstep. Message, right? Sometimes the higher your light shines, the more it attracts adversaries to you. Now, this card, I usually associate it with logic. I usually associate it with being incredibly calculated, knowing how to navigate fate. And I feel like there's a touch of that too. You know, especially with regards to your 5th house, I feel like there's a touch of that. But it's more about the fact that where you are shining, where you're having fun, right? And you're turning it into your life's purpose, where you're looking at the bigger picture, or you're looking at society's rules and having fun with them too, where you have opportunities coming towards you, even small ones. There are going to be people who are dedicated to making your life as difficult as possible, or disrupting what you have. Do you understand what I mean? So I feel like this card and that noise came around at the wrong, like not at the wrong time, but at precisely the right time. Because sometimes even when you're not on time, spirit always is. So that's what we're talking about, Virgs. But oh, I love this for you. This is one of my favorite cards because this is about you having manifested what you've wanted so far. So every step of the way, you've manifested what you wanted. And if you've got this card, then it turned out exactly the way you want it to. It feels like some of you have manifested things that you're going to be very, very satisfied with. That's what I see here. There's a lot of Wands energy, a lot of soul energy, a lot of integrity, a lot of love energy. Just be sure you don't not expand yourself. Is it expend? I feel like you shouldn't spend your energy too much on other people. You need to balance it out with some self-care and some time to yourself, I think, Virgo, right? You are going to be quite busy. And especially if you've got disruptive energy trying to like mess you up, you're going to need to rest as much as you can. So yeah, that was for Virgo. That was for Uttara Palguni, Hasta and Chitra. It's also for Western Virgos, Sun, Moon and Lagna. I am Empress Justice, and I will see you in the next video. Peace and blessings. Bye bye, my darlings.